It's Sunday, August the 7th. It's time for the Parish Noticeboard, and this week I've got somebody joining me. Somebody who you all know. Hello, Nikki.
Hello. It's a tired Nikki.
Yeah, we've just walked.
Been busy today.
We've walked around 4 villages this morning, so you're looking a little bit on the
sunburnt, cream crackered side.
Yeah, just a bit. Anyway, it's Parish Noticeboard time. Let's see what we've got for you. Now, this week for Guess Where I Am, I'm in a place that I did a long time ago. Have a look at this and see if you can remember where this is. You'll have been familiar with this place, I'm sure, from a previous video if you've been around since Jesus were a lad, basically, because this is so long ago that I visited this place. We've just basically called here on the way back from where we've been.
Yeah, it's nice. There's like swans and there's fishing going on and families out, and you know, it's man-made lake, this, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah.
Do you know where this is? If you do, put your answer right down there. Of course, last week on the Parish Noticeboard, I wasn't anywhere near as watery as this. I was outside. And I can hear you laughing, Nick, even though I'm not looking at you. I was outside a gatehouse. Well done if you got this. I think only one person did. It was Steeton Gatehouse, and you'll find that in the parish of South Milford in Selby. And that video is coming out very soon, actually, because the Selby series is it's not behind, but it's the one that's got the least in the bank, as it were, at the moment. So that one's coming your way very soon. Okay, the road to 5,000 subs, this is a general sort of update as always. It was on 4936 when I left the house this morning, but I think it's gone up again since then because I checked on my phone earlier and it said 4.95. It doesn't give you the exact number, but either way, we are scarily close to 5,000 now, which is amazing.
Keep doing what you're doing, guys, and if you've not subscribed to the channel, it is free to subscribe, and it does help massively to support us, so click that subscribe button and watch a video or two.
Sounds good to me. Damage control this week, I only have one video to talk about, and that is Collingham in Newark and Sherwood, and this is all to do with the Grey Horse. At the very end of the video, I'm stood outside the former Grey Horse pub, and I didn't realise at the time that what I actually showed you there was the car park of the pub, as opposed to where the pub stood originally. The pub is still standing. It's the house that's next door to that piece of land, effectively. But it's so difficult to know that it is actually still standing because there's nothing on it to tell you it was nothing. There's nothing on it to tell you that it was the Grey Horse. But it is still there. Don't worry, Collingham people. It hasn't all of a sudden been pulled down. It's still there on the corner. And I just showed you the car park. So yeah, that's it for damage control this week. Let's move on. Okay, this next thing is to do with a question I get asked quite a lot, and I'm going to give it a definitive answer right here, right now. That question is, why don't I use a drone? And the answer to that is quite simple. There are 2 or 3 reasons why I don't use a drone. First of all, walking is what I've always done, and it's what I always will do. Walking around doesn't show you things from the air, and that's kind of goes against what I'm sort of all about. Also, a drone, obviously you can only fly that in certain places. You can't fly it everywhere. There are certain rules around flying in like residential areas and industrial areas and stuff like that. That's something I'm not really bothered about getting into, because I mean, the last thing I want is to send a drone up into the sky, fly it somewhere where it shouldn't be, and then, you know, feel the repercussions of it.
Open up a can of worms kind of thing.
And I'm much safer just walking around with the camera in my hand like I am doing, because at least then I know where I can legally walk and where I can't legally walk, you know, thanks to private roads, you know, signs saying private road or whatever.
Plus
public
you get
footpath.
up close and personal footage rather than something from a distance from the side.
I understand that obviously when you send a drone up you can see above things that you wouldn't see from the ground. For example, today we've been to an old coal mine, which if I had a drone, yeah, obviously flying it above that you'd be able to see what it looks like. You can't see it from the ground because obviously you can't get in because it's private. But as much as that's true, it's better for me, I think, to just not have the drone at all and just stick to what I'm doing on the ground.
If somebody else has done the footage, there's no point in doubling up on it either.
No, I mean, if you want to see drone footage of some of these places, I mean, there are other YouTubers that do that kind of thing. So, yeah, go and watch their videos. I mean, I'm not about that. I'm not about flying drones. I think they're a cool invention. Absolutely they are, but they're not for us. And I will continue to walk around in the same way as I always have done, without a drone. So sorry guys,
It's a no from us.
It's a no from us. Quick update on the photo challenge. The parish meeting earlier this week, that yielded another 4 or 5 pictures, so I've got about 10 now for the collage. Do keep them coming this way. The email address to send them to is in the description at the bottom there, and when we've got about 30 or so, I'll make the collage and we'll get stuck in and we'll get it all done and put it up on the group. It's a thing that's been well received, I think. People are quite
photos. They're quite nice.
Yeah, they are quite nice. Yes, I mean some of them are places I've been to, some of them are places I've yet to go to, and yeah, if those that I've yet to go to look like that when I actually get there, I'm in for a treat.
Just as a refresh point, if you want to submit a photo, so have it a local landmark to a parish that has either been visited or not, as the case may be, by the dude here, and take a picture of it, either with yourself in it or not, it's up to you. Submit it to us and we'll look to stick it in the collage.
So it's when have I been the dude?
Yeah, you my dude.
Honestly, you can't take her anywhere, can you? So something else to come out of the parish meeting earlier this week, you guys decided that we are going to Staffordshire after we've been to Northumberland on our next major trip away. That's going to be at the end of November?
Yeah, late November.
At the end of November. So I've been busy ever since that point earlier this week, working out where to go in Staffordshire, and I have picked an area which I think looks nice, just to the north of Uttoxeter, right on the border with Derbyshire. So not a massive amount of miles away, really, from where I've been recently, but still
to break new ground.
Yeah,
new area,
it's still Staffordshire, so it's not as if it's the deepest, darkest part of it, but yeah, it'll be good to get to another new area. I don't know much about Uttoxeter. I know Alton Towers is close by, but we're not going there.
I'm looking forward to it, I have to say.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to. Well, I'm looking forward to the Northumberland trip, but I'm also looking forward to Staffordshire because it's somewhere I've not been, in that area for a long, long time. So yeah.
So Northumberland will be first. That'll be in September, at the end of September. I'll give you some more details about that if you've not seen the parish meeting. I'll do that nearer the time, and then obviously a bit more about this Staffordshire trip after that. So yeah, things are looking good for the next 2 trips.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that brings me to the coming week, and one of the places I'm going to this week with the camera is somewhere that's been asked for a long time by someone who has had more than just a little hand in most of the videos for a long, long time. That person, of course, is Helen Flunder, who's provided quite a lot of the music you hear in the episodes. That means I'm going to Caister. And I'll also be doing Cabourn, Swallow and Ryby as well in West Lindsey. And then on Friday, I will be going to Morley in Leeds and Driglington, for real this time, because last time I attempted to go to Driglington. If you've watched the Gilderson episode, you'll know what happened. It was all down to...
It was down to the wrong shoes.
Yeah, yes, some errant footwear on behalf of Nikki, who's...
On behalf of my feet.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we did the right thing by not doing Driglington on that day, but obviously the problem it sort of gave me was that I've got to do it on the same day as Morley, which is going to be quite the day.
Make sure you've got plenty of snacks.
No, don't worry.
Plenty of drinks.
My bag will be loaded with things anyway to keep me going. Anyway, that's what's happening with the camera next week. This is what's coming up on the channel this week. I've been Andy. Thanks for watching. This has been the Parish Notice Board on August the 7th. And we're out.